guns and cannoli. Countdown. Won't be seeing Paulie no more.
Paulie betrayed me, he got a cold and then didn't show up to work. I thought Paulie was a good kid, but it turned out he was the stupid jerk.
I'm talking about a countdown. To guns and cannoli. Countdown. You won't be seeing Paulie no more.
You gotta leave the gun to send a clear message, or else you might lose your life. And whatever you do, take that cannoli. Don't upset Clemenza's wife.
We're working on a countdown, counting down. Guns and cannoli. You won't be seeing Paulie no more.
How many minutes left? How many minutes left? We're doing the countdown. How many minutes left? How many minutes left, consigliere? How many minutes left? How many minutes left? Come on, Santino. How many minutes left? How many minutes left, consigliere? How many minutes left? How many minutes left?
Oh, you got whacked, but we still got the turkey. And this Captain McCluskey, he's a stupid jerk. They're gonna kill Pop so their bank accounts can feel. Sonny, relax, it's business not personal.
Business not personal.
We need a plan and Tessio's our man.
Hold my arrangement. Hold my arrangement.
Wait a minute. Have a seat, then order your meal. Drink some wine, try the feel.
The best in the city.
Ask for permission, then go to the can. When you come back, you'll have more than your dick in your hand. 2 shots each, you'll be on the next flight to Sicily.
It's perfect for us. They got an old-fashioned toilet.
Shoot the Turk and McCluskey too. How many days until you do? We're counting down. Come count with me. You ain't gonna miss the Turk or Paulie.
I know I took one.
We're counting down in this song. Michael and Enzo can't protect me very long.
For your father.
Shoot the Turk, yeah, you'll break some laws. But in the morning, you won't have to show cause. We're counting down, so lots of life. Leave the gun, don't upset Clemenza's wife.
The cannoli.
We're counting down, so take your pick. It's no more salazzo, or no more salazzo tricks.
I'm not that clever.
We're counting down, count with me. No more salazzo, no more McCluskey.
Why, you little punk?
Shoot the Turk, shoot the Turk. Wait a minute, shoot the Turk, shoot the Turk, shoot the Turk, shoot the Turk. Wait a minute, shoot the Turk.
Pop had Jinko, you're stuck with Hagen.
Alonso might not even be in the car, Sonny.
But he's right to feel his heart, lots of money he'll be making.
A lot of money in that white bar.
Lucy, home.
Made a big mistake, should've kept your mouth shut.
Sonny was hot for my deal. You can't talk business with him.
And Carlo made a mess, now you gotta clean it up.
Now clean it up!
Pop's in a coma, Fredo's losing his mind. Where the hell is Luca? You are out of time. Tick tock, we're counting down every day.
What can I do? What can I do?
To get to Carlo, gotta make it through the causeway.
Sonny on the causeway.
Listen to me, you better listen to Clemenza's wife.
Don't forget the cannoli.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay the final toll
With your life.
When you're in Vegas, he built this town and there isn't even a flag. Not in Vegas, no black in Vegas. Knowing all his friends make me like my family. I talk to Johnny Ola, I talk to Bartini. Most credit is just fine. Let's have a drink to have time. More respect because I'm smart and I can handle things. Don't you talk to a man like Maureen like that. When you're in Vegas, he built this town and there isn't even a flag. No black in Vegas, how's your credit? Don't you talk to a man like Maureen like that. When you're in Vegas, he built this town and there isn't even a plaque. No plaque in Vegas, nor a statue. Don't you talk to a man like Maureen like that. When you're in Vegas, he built this town and there isn't even a flag. Not in Vegas, no plaque in Vegas. Don't you talk to a man like Maureen like that. He built this town and there isn't even a flag. How's your credit? How's your credit? Don't you talk to a man like Maureen like that. He built this town and there isn't even a You had a plan, and it was perfect, but only if Mikey would go along. You had a dream, but soon woke up to find that even a perfect plan can go wrong. I can't do it, Sally, not this time, Sally. It's a chance my client can't take. No, I can't do it, Sally, not this time, Sally. Not even for old time's sake. And it's a time to go to Brooklyn, the last place that you can hang your hat. All the arrangements have been made, arrangements to find the rat. I can't do it, Sally, not this time, Sally. It's a chance my client can take. No, I can't do it, Sally, not this time, Sally. Not even for old time's sake. Don't be sad now, it's only business, and it comes right from the dawn. You're a fish on a hook, but look on the bright side. be a cop on a hit sitcom. I can't do it, Sally. Not this time, Sally. It's a chance my clients cannot take. No, I can't do it, Sally. Not this time, Sally. Not even for old time's sake. Not even for old time's sake. Not even for old time's sake.
Paramount Pictures presents
in association with Lonesome Whistle Productions.
The Godfather
Two Parts.
The Godfather was born Vito Andolini in the town of Corleone in Sicily.
In 1901, his father was murdered for an insult to the local mafia chieftain.
Na 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 na. His older brother Paolo swore revenge and disappeared into the hills, leaving Vito, the only male heir, to stand with his mother at the funeral.
He was 9 years old.
They've killed the boy! They've killed young Paolo! They have killed your son Paolo! Murderers! Murderers!
Thanks, I read the opening crawl. Wait to rub it in, lady. Don Chicho, you killed my husband because he wouldn't give in to you, and his oldest son Paolo because he swore revenge. But Vito is only 9 and dumb-witted, with excellent reflexes for his age.
Kill him! Kill him! Any family who hides Vito Andolini will regret it.
You understand? Si or no? Vito arriving in America, immigrant faces and a pair of twins. What is your name?
Vito Andolini.
What was
Corleone.
that? Oh, you froze for a second. Come on, what's your name?
Vito Corleone.
Corleone. Vito Corleone. Next! Tell him he has smallpox, probably from the rag he wiped his eyes with. Quarantine 3 months. My afternoon is all men.
Quarantine, but without any Netflix.
Vito Corleone, Ellis Island, 2020. I'm sorry. I mean 1901.
Communion, but no assassination.
His grandson, Anthony Corleone, Nevada, 1958. Anthony, stop looking at the camera.
Overly sexual, ballroom dancing, by two old people bringing a cop some canapé.
Canapé's my ass. That's a Ritz cracker and chopped liver. My name's Connie, and I'm a Corleone. I'm 1 week late, and now I can't wait. Mama, here's some pearls, and Mama, this is Merle.
Would you please welcome Senator Pat Geary of Nevada? And there's some woman with him.
Fuck you very much, cronies and degenerates. And this is a waste of time for me and, my wife, Mrs. Geary. We try not to set foot in Nevada with the rest of you losers, but there's an opportunity here to make a buck off of this boy's family. And I'm laundering money through the state. I have here in my hand a check in the name of Mario Wise Guy. And this check is signed by that young man's parents, whom I think we should recognize. Luigi, Mama Mia, please stand up. I want to get a mugshot for the feds.
We also have, as a special added attraction, the Sierra Boys Choir, who have chosen a certain special song in a special arrangement to try and figure out this movie's overcomplicated plotline. Boys?
Who is Turnbull? Just who is Turnbull? Who is Klingman? Just who is Klingman? I should tell you, Mr. Corleone, I am a pussycat, and I intend to kowtow to you once you frame me for a sex worker's murder. The Corleone family controls 2 major hotels in Vegas. I'm so excited to hear that you plan to make a move against the Tropicala that you can have the license for nothing. I'll even put up the fee for the gaming license personally.
My offer is this: nothing.
Oh, never consider paying more than that. I like your kind of people. Classing up this country with your slick hair products and your fashionable suits. You're decent Americans. I'll do business with you because of the honest way you pose yourself. Yourself and your whole gosh darn family.
Senator, we're both part of the same hypocrisy, but never think it applies to my family.
All right. I know Fredo likes to play his little kid games, so let's just say that you won't pay me because it's not in your interest to pay me. Oh, and one more thing. Here is my personal number. Call me once a day to let me know you got home safe. Kay, your personality is so bland, I didn't even notice you were standing inches away from me. Bitch wife, we have to go. I got a date with a hooker in 30.
Hey, there's that guy killed Tessio. That guy looks like Santino. And I'm Frank Pentangeli, the new Clemenza.
Can I get you anything while you wait in the lobby, Mr. Pentangeli? Water? Hose or sparkling? Johnny Ola.
No, I'm Johnny Ola. Here's an orange. It represents death. Let's talk about death too. I die later. Johnny Ola.
Fredo, you're a son of a bitch. Peppers and sausage. Frankie stopped the band to play his song. He hates white people. Play the Terrence Allen Ice for the Italian people. I can't get in to see Mike. He hates his own people.
I need passage on the Queen. I ain't got no green. Merle's my new hubby because I need money. Who is Merle? Just who is Merle? What does he do? Just what does he do?
As a special added attraction, we have the dramatic stylings of Mr. Rodney Dangerfield. Thank you. I get no respect here in Nevada, I tell you. Waiter comes up to me with a Ritz cracker and chopped liver and says, canapes. I say, canapes my ass. That's a Ritz cracker and chopped liver.
Hey, that's my joke.
I tell you, you think Connie's fiance's bad? Wait till you meet Fredo's wife. Fredo's wife's so racist she married into an Italian family. She told Fredo he wasn't man enough to belt his own mama. What are the drums for? None of these are jokes.
Frank Pentangeli, you son of a bitch.
Fredo, you son of a bitch. I can't get in to see Mike.
You can't get in to see Mike?
He's got me waiting in a breakout room.
Ding dong.
Oh, I'm in. I welched.
You welched?
Michael, you're sitting high up in the Sierra Mountains and you're drinking. Willie Chichi, what is he drinking?
Champagne.
Champagne, huh? Champagne cocktails.
I don't want the Rosado brothers touched.
You don't want them touched.
I want you to be fair with them.
You want me to be fair with them.
My father did business with Hyman Roth. He respected him.
Your father did business with Hyman Roth. He respected him.
Frankie smells.
Hey, you son of a bitch!
Michael, did you ever get around to making the Corleone family legitimate?
I'll do it in the morning, Kay.
Yes.
No, I mean Kay.
Yes.
It's not a joke, that's just her name.
Michael, why does Anthony communicate with you in questionnaires? Michael, why are the drapes open? Michael, why is there machine gun fire in the bedroom? Michael, why is that mirror full of bullet holes?
Lights, camera, lights, camera, lights, camera, dogs. Okay, forget it.
You didn't make the family legitimate, did you, Michael?
I'll do it before school, Kay.
You all right, Mikey?
There's a lot I can't tell you, Tom Hagen.
What about your people, Rocco and Neary?
There's a lot I can't tell you, Tom.
You think they have something to do with this?
There's a lot I can't tell you, Tom. Anyway, you're the Don now. Bye.
One more question, Mikey. If we catch these guys, you think we'll be able to find out who's backing them?
They're dead already. Killed by somebody close to us, inside. Very, very frightened. They botched it.
Fredo?
Oh, yeah.
A relentless chase, a stunning climax, Escape from the Planet of Italians, in theaters this summer.
Dad, did you see my present for you? Was it A, yes, B, no, or C, it got machine gunned before I could look at it?
A.
Will you take me with you? Is it A, yes, B, no, or C, only if you don't mind muling $2 million in cash to Havana?
B, Anthony, you don't have the upper body strength.
Dad, why do you have to go? A, because you have to do business. B, your wife asks too many questions. Or C, you need to set in motion a needlessly labyrinthine plot.
C.
Are you saying C or yes in Italian?
Vito Corleone, New York City, 1917. Also pictured Mama and his no-good son, Santino Corleone.
16 years out of quarantine. I can finally go see some live theater. Oh, you're all sitting way too close together. Where are all your masks?
Vito, wait till you see her. Words can't describe her.
I don't know, Janko. Is she vaccinated? Show's starting.
In America, alone in New York.
That guy's indicating. Hyman Roth told me to never do that in his acting classes.
Mamma, mamma mia.
That's just stereotyping right there. And that's Chekhov's gun. You better use that or it'll break all the rules of stage drama.
Oh, excuse me, Don Fanucci. Vito, let's go see her backstage. Tomorrow, and tomorrow.
How many Macbeth references are we going to get in this? What? It's a virtual production. What, am I going to get 7 years bad streaming?
Trash can fires, get your trash can fires.
Wooden crates, get your wooden crates.
Coal ice, come and get your coal ice.
Death oranges, come and get your... Ah!
I'm Clemenza. Hide these guns in your bath.
Any of the guns we see gonna go off? I guess I could use them as bath bombs.
Vito, you're a bright boy, despite what your mother says about you, but as a grocery store clerk, you let me down.
That's okay, Mr. Abundando. I have a bath full of guns at home. I'll be fine.
Vito, you're not gonna sell groceries anymore?
That's right, Mr. Abundando. I won't sell many groceries.
Vito, you won't sell any groceries.
Fire me. You won't be making a big mistake.
You're supposed to push back. This is gonna kill the ratings. At least take this gift basket to your family so that I look good.
My family only eats pears, so...
Let's play Hide the Pear.
Oh, what a nice pear.
Game over.
Mama, let's eat.
Mama, mamma mia.
Again, this scene is stereotypical enough.
Hey, you didn't put my guns in the bath, did you?
Who's asking?
I'm Clemenza. You're unemployed. Your family must need rugs.
Well, we would like something to eat other than pears, but okay.
Vito, that's another fine mess you got me into.
But I didn't do anything. You broke into the house and stole the rug, and then the policeman came.
No more pear, Santino. Here's a rug for you to eat.
His son, Michael Corleone, popping pills on a train to Miami, 1958. What? No title card in the film. How are we supposed to know we're back in the present? I mean, the past. I mean, the other past. Oh, I'm already done with this movie. If you'll be my bodyguard, I will drive you around town. I won't call you anything, and no one when you call me, you can call me Godfather. Oh, oh.
Come on in, Michael, sit down. Welcome to Hyman Roth's Acting for Thoughtful and Considerate Young Men. Oh, you're gonna put that much on it? Okay, I think that there's a more natural way to sit down that comes from your sense memory. Look at me. You may think that that's a ridiculous way to sit in a chair, but in fact, I'm remembering the time I caught the clap during an actor's studio away day. Ooh, here's craft services. By the way, my acting classes start at $2 million for the first semester.
I think I'm gonna try Frank Pentangeli's Acting with Hands. It's in New York, and he holds classes in my old home. In my home? Frankie, you heard what happened in my home.
Mike, I almost died myself. We was all so relieved.
In my home. In my bedroom where my wife sleeps. When my children come and play with their toys. In my home!
Michael, what can I do?
It was Hyman Roth that tried to have me killed. I want him to think his relationship with me is still good. I want him completely relaxed and confident in our friendship. Then I'll be able to find out who the traitor in my family was.
Fredo?
Oh, yeah. Johnny Ola, Jesus Christ, what the hell time is it?
Who's that, honey?
Just Fredo's wife. You guys lied to me. I don't want you to call me anymore.
Who was that?
Johnny Ola, wrong number. Morning, Frankie. Michael Corleone says Aiello. Any Aiello.
Carmine Rosado. Let's all shout each other's names right in front of these cops.
Tony Rosado, that's crazy talk. Well, I may not be following the plot, but at least I know for sure Frank Pentangeli and Willie Cheech are definitely dead. Can you get all these sex workers out of this brothel? This is no place for them. I thought I could help you, Senator.
Tom Hagen, is that you? Listen, I killed her.
I know.
I killed her good. When I woke up, I was on top of her, having just killed her. See how I tied her up? That's a dead giveaway that I killed her during sex.
You don't have to remember. Just do as I say.
Oh, I do remember. She said, don't kill me. Tom, why can't I leave the compound?
Okay, remember when I wouldn't let you in the compound for the last film? Well, in this one, I'm not going to let you out of the compound. How's that for a sequel?
Cuba, everything seems fun and happy, but there's also a lot of poverty and newsies without shoes in Cuba. Tourists love the fire eaters, and they pay for senoritas to have sex.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank the United Telephone and Telegraph Company for their lovely Christmas gift. A solid gold telephone.
A horrid gold telephone.
A horrid old telephone.
A horrid old Jello
Of the Cuban Revolution in the winter of 1958. Rebels murder themselves in the streets of Havana as armed revolutionaries close in on military dictator Batista. I mean, we all remember Dirty Dancing Havana Nights, right?
Hyman Roth's birthday party. Look, I know that this is supposed to be a geopolitical metaphor for how American privateers exploited Cuba for their own gain, but to be perfectly honest, I just can't get over that cake. It looks so good. The frosting is just the perfect color and density. When Uncle Junior, Johnny Ola cuts it up, the crumb is ideal, and there even looks like there's multiple thin layers of jam in there. No wonder that guy licks his lips. Seriously, no one in the scene can keep their hands off of that cake. And when do you see that in a movie? I mean, they could ruin a take by just doing that, but clearly it's just too delicious not to. That's how we know that Hyman Roth is not to be trusted. Anyone who wants a smaller piece of that cake is clearly a lying fuck.
Warning, this scene contains partial nudity from the outset.
Once again, I'm distracted, but now by Lee Strasberg's chest hair and not a delicious cake.
Let me open this case with $2 million, and then I'll look around and make sure it's okay to do it now. Did I already say there's $2 million in there? $2 million! Do I know anyone in Havana, Mikey? Hyman Roth, Johnny Ola? No, I never met them. By the way, how's Hyman's heart doing? Johnny told me his health is not good.
Welcome to Spanish for Italians. A banana daiquiri, please.
A uno banana daiquiri, por favor.
My wife is a disappointment to me.
Mi esposa es una decepción para mí.
Mikey, I was mad at you.
Brother, I tried to have you murdered in your own home.
In my home!
Warning, Lee Strasberg's chest is still partially exposed.
There was this kid I grew up with. He was younger than me, sort of looked up to me, you know, as much as anyone. I loved him and trusted him. Later on, he had this idea to build a city out in the desert, a stopover for GIs on the way to the West Coast. That kid's name was Mo Green, and the city he invented was Las Vegas. When he turned up dead, I let it go. And I said to myself, this is the business we've chosen.
Remember Mo Green from the first one? Michael put a bullet in his eye? Well, we're calling it back now. How's that for a sequel? I'm not in the scene.
Spanish. Yolanda!
How are you, Senator Geary?
Much better since you took care of that hooker that I killed.
Johnny, you don't know my brother Fredo, do you, Johnny? Johnny Ola?
Oh,
Fredo.
yeah. We never met, Johnny Ola.
No, I never met them. Hey, Johnny, let's go see the local sex show with the hung guy that Hyman Roth didn't like when he went with her.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Super Penis. The only bigger penis in Havana is Fredo for talking about Ola and Roth in front of Michael.
When I said I wanted to get back to live theater, I wasn't talking about the snake charmer guy. What? It's not a snake? What has he got, 3 arms? I really shouldn't be here for so many reasons. I'm dead and not Brando.
I was killed by a coat hanger with a man with no name. It felt good to get out of the film. Johnny Ola!
I'm Mike's bodyguard. I bet if I ever talked in the movie, I'd sound like this.
Wait, Roth only puts his shirt on to sleep?
Fredo, where are you going?
Where is Fredo going? What will happen to Cuba on New Year's Eve in 1958? Tune in to the exciting conclusion of The Godfather, 2 parts to find out. Or, you know, just rent the movie. Or pick up a history book. That should answer at least one of those questions.
I'm going to get me a real drink, because I can't.
What can't Fredo do? Tune into the next. Oh, wait, that's not a cliffhanger. He just trails off.
I ain't scary no more creeping around this Cuban hospital late at night. I got flowers now.
Marching. We quit!
That nice old Mr. Roth don't look comfortable no more. I'm gonna give him a pillow for his face.
Marching. Eat this! Should Fredo's treason be forgot and forgiven by Mike? Should Fredo's treason be forgot for the sake of old time?
Rebels, rebels, you gave your best. Rebels, rebels, your revolution's a success.
Last summer, you saw Escape from the Planet of Italians. Now experience twice the adventure. Escape from the Planet of Latins.
For old time's sake, Fredo, for old time's sake, I'm still your brother, come with me for old time's sake. Will you gentlemen step outside, please?
It's Vegas. There's a sandstorm going on out there.
Difficult, not impossible.
There is something else, Mikey.
What? What? Come on, what?
Kay had a miscarriage. She lost the baby.
Was it a boy?
Mikey, after 3.5 months.
Now, can't you give me a straight answer anymore? Was it a boy?
Oh, you're taking this really well.
Going back in time without warning. Poor Fredo. Oh, he's so weak and stupid, even for a baby. Hashtag baby boy penises of 1970s Hollywood cinema.
You and your friends should show me some respect. You should let me wet my beak a little. Give me 2 bottles of San Pellegrino each for your own protection. Of course, if I'm wrong about how much you stole, I'll take less. And by less, I mean 2 of those plastic bottles of San Pellegrino that you get at the gas station. Just enough to wet my beak.
Are you sure Finucci's gonna go for this, Vito?
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
That's the secret word. Here's $100. Now let's play What's Under the Hat.
$600, $500, $150.
Oh, I'll never tell.
$100.
Is that your final answer, C or no?
C.
Congratulations, you've won a tiny cup of coffee. Vito, you've won Finucci's respect. Thanks for playing What's Under the Hat. And now, a puppet show.
Hell's Kitchen Puppet Theater presents the tale of Finucci and the Death Orange. A Catholic ceremony. It must mean someone is about to get killed.
Baby Michael, your father prefers you to Fredo and Santino. Fredo and Santino.
Mission.
Kay, where is everybody? Kay, why is it so dark in here? Kay, why are the drapes open? Kay, why are you sewing your own dress? How do you like a taste of your own medicine, huh? Kay? Kay?
Okay.
What, no hi-hat? Oh, right. This is the serious part of the film.
Willie Chi-Chi, weren't you dead in the last scene we saw you in?
That's right, Senator.
I'll remind you, Mr. Chi-Chi, you're under oath. You're not dead.
And you're not senators, you're just a bunch of film directors. Mama, can you show me a flashback that shows me what Papa thought about his family?
But Michael, you can never put an extended flashback sequence in the middle of an ongoing storyline in a Hollywood movie.
Times are changing. Wait a minute, weren't we just here? How far ahead are we? How long did it take Vito to grow out that mustache?
No. Please, Don Vito. I don't want money for that orange. I've already condemned you to death by giving it to you.
Mrs. Colombo, my wife loves you, but just one more thing. What was the name of your slum landlord again?
Mr. Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin.
Boom, boom.
Vito, what can we call this place that don't sound like a mafia front?
I don't know. Genco Olive Oil Importing Company sounds pretty clean to me.
Mr. Corleone, we've just seen evidence that your father managed to make his crime family legitimate by 1917. Have you made the Corleone family legitimate yet?
Leave me alone. I have an extension from the dean.
Mr. Chairman, I have to speak for the witness because, well, he's got a hooker's corpse with my semen on it. I can proudly say that Italian Americans are among the most hardworking blackmailers in this land. These hearings on the mafia are a great way to put Italian people in prison because from the time of the great serial killer Christopher Columbus right up to the present day, Italian Americans have brought murder to our great country. They've got bodies in the earth and backbones buried all over the country.
Mr. Corleone, are you the head of the most powerful mafia family in this country?
No, we're pretty powerful in Sicily, too.
Did you murder a New York City police captain in 1947 and with him a man named Virgil Sollozzo?
Objection, Senator. That was The Godfather. This is the sequel now. Senator, my client would like to read a statement before this committee.
In the hopes of clearing my family name, I have appeared before this committee and given it all the cooperation in my power.
10-1 shot Frankie and Willie were dead. 10-1 and I lose. And I should know, I'm Frankie. Now look at me, I got FBI agents doing my laundry.
As your lawyer, Mike, I should warn you, you're absolutely going to jail after you lied to the committee about not being a mafia don and a murderer. You think Hyman Roth has a lawyer?
Fredo, stop hiding in the dark. I can just about see you. Mikey, is that you? It's too dark in here. Johnny Ola said there was something in it for me on my own. Send Fredo off to do this. Send Fredo off to do that. Let Fredo take care of some Mickey Mouse nightclub somewhere. I'm your older brother, Mike, and I was stepped over.
I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody instead of a dummy. A dummy, which is what I am, let's face it.
And I want respect. Fredo, I can't see you anymore. I'm right here, Mikey. I'm using the dim lighting in this room as an excuse to deny your existence. Al, kill him. After my mother dies. Oh, yeah. Kill my mother.
Frankie's in the army now. He's in the army now. He died in a bomb, but he's come so far. Frankie's in the army now. Hey, there's Roger Corman.
Mr. Pentangeli, were you a member of the Corleone family? Did you serve under Capo regime Peter Clemenza from the first movie, under Vito Corleone from both movies, also known as The Godfather, which is also the name of the movie?
I ain't no heavy.
Would you kindly identify for the committee the gentleman sitting to the left of Mr. Corleone?
I ain't no heavy. He's my brother.
This committee owes an apology, Senator, or at the very least a royalty check to the Hollies.
Michael, I brought the children to say goodbye to you.
You're my wife. They're my children. I love you, and I won't allow it.
Michael, you haven't heard me.
Hey, what do you want from me? You expect me to let you take my children from me? Don't you know me? Don't you know that that's an impossibility, that could never happen? That I would use all my power to keep something like that from happening. Don't you know that? And you'll forget about this miscarriage. We'll have another child and we'll go on, you and I. Go on.
Oh, Michael, you are blind. It wasn't a miscarriage, it was an abortion. An abortion, Michael. It was a son, Michael. And I had it killed because this all must end. I knew it then. There would be no end. Michael, you would never forgive me, not with this Sicilian thing that's been going on for 2,000 years.
You won't take my children!
Welcome to Vito Corleone's tour of Sicily. This is where they make the olive oil that I import to make it look like I'm not a criminal. On your left is where my mother was shot dead by a local mafia chieftain. I'll be there tonight between 5 and 6 to take my revenge on him. If you're looking for something to do tonight, that's the end of the tour. Pay your respects to the tour guide on the way out.
Hey, remember when Don Tomasino was in a wheelchair in the first one? He got shot in the leg here. How do you like that for a prequel?
Mama died? When I said you couldn't belch your mama, Fredo, it wasn't a dare. Hold the phone, because Connie's coming home. Mike, I've forgiven you. Can't you forgive Fredo, too? He's so helpless and so sweet. He needs a brother. In Godfather Part 3, I'm going to be the godmother, motherfucker.
We have to kill Hyman Roth. First of all, let's make sure we're all hydrated enough and have had enough vitamin C today. Tom, you're the only one without an orange. What's wrong?
I'm allergic to citrus.
That's why you're not going to be in the third movie.
Michael, why do you hurt me? I've always been loyal to juice.
I heard George Hamilton brings his own orange juice with him to set.
All right, I'll wait out the end of the movie, but then you can find another fake tanned attorney.
Welcome to Fishing with Fredo. Today we're going to cover Hail Mary basses. A little fishing humor there for you. Cue the title song.
I'm caught, dead, not alive.
And stay tuned after Fishing with Fredo for Tom Hagen's History of the Roman Empire. Tonight, how to plot against the emperor and still keep your fortune. That's right, we're talking suicide. 9 Eastern on Frank Pentangeli's TV set.
Okay, you're too slow. Okay, you gotta go. Now hug each other. Anthony, kiss your mother. Michael's still sore and he likes to shut the door.
Hey, shut the door, no, like in the first one. How do you like that for a sequel? I'm all done in the movie now.
Yo, Anthony, come with me.
He's with me. We're going night fishing.
Michael wants to take him to Reno. It's Kids Eat Free Night at Mo Green's Casino.
Let's go, Al. Hey, why are we not taking any flashlights with us?
From the class of 58, graduating with honors from the Tom Hagen School of Historical Suicide Studies, Frank Pentangeli. Frank couldn't be here personally to collect his diploma because, well, you know, he's taking a bath.
I'm retired acting teacher living on a SAG pension. I came back to vote for Howard Keel in the Screen Actors Guild presidential elections because he looks so good in a Stetson.
Stop the steal. Reagan won that election.
The bottom of Lake Tahoe looks comfy. I'm going to have me a little sleep right next to that bed of trout. Al, hold my rod, will you?
Hey, everybody, pay attention. We ran out of footage, so here's a deleted scene from the last movie, because you know you got to pet out those 3-hour-plus movies. I'm Santino, the kid you saw hitting that old man and crying on the carpet. There's Tessio. We saw him eating dinner earlier. He got whacked even before Clemenza. That's Carlo. He was pre-Merle, but also very Merle. The date's December 1941 because of Pearl Harbor. It's Pop's birthday, too. Hey, that's a weird coincidence. You should have been nicer to Fredo, Mikey. He's the only one in this family that likes you. So is it supposed to mean Mike's been taking his revenge against his family the whole time? I don't know. What I do know is we don't have enough money to get Brando back for this. Bada-bop, bada-beep, bada-boop, bada-beep, bada-bop.
When I was 21, it was a time of fear. It was a time of fear for New York boys who fought the far right. When the world was in plight, I got medals when done. When I was 21.
When I was 26, I married the mafia. I married the mafia through a New York boy who lived in Long Island with all that oily hair and a golden crucifix. When I was 26.
When I was 34, I became the Godfather. I became the Godfather after masterminding a bloody massacre. I'd ride in limousines and kill several more when I was 34. But now that autumn's here, I'm in an outdoor chair, and I think of my life as club soda from a Cuban patio bar.
The Sicilian thing has gone too far. Our son's an opera star in the next Godfather.
Produced and directed by Francis Ford Coppola.
With Leigh Akin and Tom Steward.
Screenplay by Francis Ford Coppola and Mario Puzo.
With Tom Steward.
Co-produced by Gray Fredrickson and Fred Rue.
With Lonesome Whistle Productions.
Starring Al Pacino and Tom Stewart as Michael.
And Diane Keaton and Leigh Akin as Kay.
Now the Godfather Two Parts
is in the can.
Thank you for staying in. We assume you were a great audience. If you enjoyed The Godfather Two Parts, you can find other Lonesome Whistle productions on our YouTube channel. Subscribe and you'll be able to watch all 71 episodes of The Godfather One Part for free, along with more virtual theater from our company. Follow Lonesome Whistle Productions on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you so much to Tucson Fringe Festival, our tech support, Tracy Rowley, our musical act, the Underdog Night Soldiers that you heard at the beginning of the show, and Alex and Andy Robinson of Godfather Minute, without whom this would not be possible. And of course, my scene partner and collaborator, Leigh Akin. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun.